Hi guys, Mad Dog here, and today we're going to play a little bit of Call of Duty World War II beta. We're going to basically see if Crossfire works on it. Here's the settings. We're running 1440p, FXAA. We have 8 gigs video RAM, so we're going to go ahead and run extra on all of the textures and stuff. We're not running the fill extra video memory. We are going to go ahead and preload the shaders. All of the extras down here are basically off, and that's going to just be to eliminate some of the variables, and I'll show you why and what's going on here. So first off here, we're just running off a single card, one R9 390 8 gig card. We are running a locked maximum frame rate of 90 frames per second. The reason why we're doing that is, as you'll see, there are drops here down to about 70-75 frames per second, and we don't want the frames to kind of run away. It's a feel thing when you're playing the game. If you have a frame rate that's 120 and then drops all the way down to 70, you're going to feel that. It's like a stutter or a delay when it goes back up or down, and it makes it harder to be really accurate when you're moving your mouse around. So we are running it limited here. We're going to be running it limited in the Crossfire test also, and we're going to talk about why that is. Overall, with the single card, it seems to run pretty smoothly. As you're seeing, we do have some drops into the 70s. You don't really feel that while you're playing and jumping around, though. It seems to run just fine. It is worth to note that I've turned on and off a bunch of those extra settings, and in this particular configuration, it doesn't seem to affect the overall frame rate that much. So here we are now in Crossfire with the same cards, same exact settings. First thing to note here is that some of the animations seem to glitch out. So you can see the flag and the moving chains. It doesn't really come off in the video, but I was also getting the same effect on like the player's hand as he was holding the gun. I wouldn't really mind that, but the big problem that I'm seeing as I run around is I get this drops to the same exact frame rates, and in some cases a little lower. Sometimes I see high 60s instead of the mid 70s while running dual cards. It's a little worse than that though, because not only is the frame rate slightly lower, or at least the same, but it feels much more sluggish. The frame timing is certainly off when it's running the two cards. I've tried going into the catalyst control settings and turning the frame pacing on and off just to make sure that I gave it both attempts, and it was the exact same situations where it feels sluggish when you move the gun, it feels sluggish when you move the mouse, and it just doesn't react, or reacts a little extra, and it's just very odd. To be fair though, this is a beta game, and AMD did not even get out a set of beta drivers to run in the beta game. Nvidia did get a game ready set of drivers going, which is in their beta group, which supposedly made this Call of Duty World War II run a little better. I don't have a Sly set up to actually test that with to see how well it works on that side, but I can tell you, not having updated drivers on the AMD cards and in a beta version of the game, it just didn't run very great. The game itself actually plays pretty well on a single card, and I'm not trying to be hard on them or anything, because obviously this is pre-release. This isn't how the game's coming out. I'd be a lot more upset if this was the way the game actually launched. But in this case, I just wanted to show you guys what I was running into and what you can kind of expect to see if you're trying to run Crossfire. I would certainly say, at least for the end of the duration of the beta, go ahead and run your single card. Make sure the game's going to run good for you so you can get the best possible experience, and you can determine whether or not you really want to buy it as we go forward. We always appreciate you guys watching, liking, and of course, subscribing. You can do all that down with the controls below. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.